Hello, hello. Hey, Chew. Hey, Westside. Hey, Flash. Hey, Philip. Hey, Kellen. Hey, Otis. Apparently, me and my YouTube has no idea how many people are actually on because it's saying there's one person on. How you guys doing? Come on, YouTube, wake up. I'm going to refresh my YouTube real quick. Hey, Richard. All right, now I'm showing 3 people on. So how is everybody? Where is my macro? Need my macro. Indeed. Granted, some of it went on pre-sale. But lots of goodies still available. It's like all the peace dollars went in pre-sale, so those are all gone. All the Canadian rolls went in pre-sale. The oddity lot 1 pound bag went in pre-sale. A few random coins here and there. If anybody was hoping on the Russian Kopecks, those are all still available. As is the British double florin is still available. The Morgan is still available. So still lots of good stuff available. I'm going to guess, as usual, a lot of people forgot about daylight savings. Some folks have a tendency to think that I'm going to start an hour later because of daylight savings, but I don't. I adjust my start time so that it's always the same time for you guys. Yeah, I'm glad we don't do that here. There's definitely one perk of Arizona is no change in the clocks. Pretty decent for the most part, Richard. It's a bit colder today. Like, nothing compared to what some of the rest of the nation's experiencing, but right now it's 58 degrees. It's been like crazy windy all day. It's been like a sustained like 30-mile-an-hour wind all day long. But that's because the jet stream is right above us right now. I was actually surprised you didn't snag up all those Copex. You were the one that snagged them all last time. "70 degrees, storms and wind." Yeah, there's supposed to be some tornado activity through Tornado Alley this... Well, season's pretty much started, so... Yeah, we haven't started yet, so if anybody wants to do any more last-minute pre-sale... So yeah, you can grab those all, Richard. Let me put your name on them all. Where are they at? There they are. One, two, three. Okay. All right, your name is on all of them, sir. I'm going to see if I can't track down some more of those. Things have been popular. Popular. You are welcome, sir. All right, I'm going to give it like 5 more minutes. Hopefully we'll get some more people on. Then I'll get the beginning stuff going. I do have some cool stuff on the way right now. Got 3 more double florins that theoretically are arriving tomorrow. And then those little scale money silver Copex, I've got 8 more of those on the way right now. I don't know when they're going to get here, though, because they're coming from overseas. But they are on the way. Oh yeah, definitely. I just picked up a really lot of, a whole bunch more world silver. I got 2 full boxes that I've still got to label. I couldn't even tell you right now what's in them all. I just know it's a lot. It's like just over 200 more coins for world silver. I got to get labeled up. Oh yeah. You never know when you're going to find that one really good one. Yeah, I just picked up a bunch more world poundage, so I'm going to be going through that. Just finding time. We have a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot going on. But been working on trying to get more of the world poundage actually labeled up. So I can try and get some more of the, you know, like the 100 boxes that you guys like so much. Try and get some more of those done. Of course, when, you know, Richard doesn't just buy it all by the pound. But right now, he can't fit any more of that in his package anyway, so. Alright, so, while I'm thinking of it, giveaway is coming. I meant to do it, but then we had a bunch of stuff, like I said, a bunch of stuff came up. So, the, Canadian cents were the King George the Youngers through current date. But they all went in pre-sale, so they're all gone already. So the giveaway coming up is it's the monthly loot giveaway for last month. I got 2 items I'm going to be giving away. So anybody who bought something last month will be entered into that giveaway. And then, of course, those of you that were here last week know that we had the first sellout that we've had in 14 months happened last week. And that was the first sale of March. So, excuse me. That was the first sale of March. So $200 went into the pot for the bigger giveaway. So maybe we can, you know, we can get some more giveaways going on, or get some more sellouts going on this month that'll add more to the pot. And make whatever item I can get for, you know, however much money's in that pot will just keep getting better and better the more sellouts we can do in the month. Oh yeah, definitely. And it basically goes off of like a base percentage of what the, you know, the total take for the sale was. So like, for example, if we happen to sell out again tonight, that'd be another $200 going in the pot. So already, you know, that'd be enough where we'd be flirting with maybe possibly, you know, being able to do like a gold coin or something. That'd be cool. Give away a gold coin to somebody. I like giving away gold. I think it's awesome being able to do that. It's just a matter of having enough in the pot to do it. Like, if somehow you average basically 4 sales a week. So I know it'd be rare, but say we ever had 4 sellouts in a month. Just back to back to back to back. You're basically looking at $800 in the pot. So for $800, I can do, it wouldn't be enough for a ½ ounce coin, but it'd be enough for, you know, that would start opening up like, you know, even something like, I could do like a gold ancient coin that's graded. You know, something along those lines. It'd be enough for a ½ ounce. So that'd be awesome if we could ever do that. All right, I'm going to get this thing going. Hopefully we'll get some more people in soon. All right, for anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Cachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being the little purple bubble mailer, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, it is an additional $35 charge on top of that. Registered packaging is the only way you can ensure coins all the way through the mail. And keep in mind, if you have it sent registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. If you want your package held, we do hold packages so you can maximize your shipping, fill your boxes all the way up. So if you want your package held, just let me know. I always recommend, if you want it held, send me an email so that way you make sure I know. Because if it flies by in chat, when chat's going by quickly sometimes and I miss it, that's why I say email me. And by the way, I don't mention this often enough. If you guys ask us to hold your package and you just get tired of waiting on it and you really want your stuff, you're not obligated now to make sure your package is all the way full. All you have to do is hit us up and be like, hey, send my stuff. And we'll be like, all right. So you're not locking yourself into having to keep it here until it's full. So we've run into that before, so I wanted to make sure to throw that out there. If you are new, you can get stuff tonight. You just have to email us by the end of the night. Your email has to have your personal info, shipping info, channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If we don't get that email, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. As always, make sure you guys check all the additional rules and policies down in the description below. Here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. We do put the lot list on there every time we have a sale. Of course, anything that went in pre-sale is removed from that list before we post it up. So what's on that list is what is available, with the exception of nights like tonight, where just before we started, somebody just pre-bought all the 5 Kopecks, so those aren't available anymore. But it is up to date, at least by the time I hit the button to go live. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you do get the lot list a few days before every sale, and that's how you do pre-purchasing. So as soon as it hits your email, you're able to buy stuff right away, but just keep in mind that it is first come, first serve. So if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. And I do not charge for pre-purchases right away. I wait until after the evening of the sale and then invoice everybody together. Want to wait till you have a small flat rate filled? You're getting there. Keep adding to it. You'll get it full. Hey, Gold Maple. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How you doing? He heard the word gold. He's like, there's a disturbance in the force, because right as I was talking about gold was when he popped on. I hear it. You know, if there's ever something, Kellen, that you want really bad, all you have to do is say, hey, can I pay for it next week? I'll let you. Just means I'll invoice you for it next week. I do that for people all the time. All right, we are kicking off with banknotes, as always. World banknotes. Starting off with a 1909. 5 rubles from Russia. This is the Tsar era. This was the final Tsar era. Before the Romanov family was all assassinated. I hear it. It's never fun to know you owe somebody something. This one's going for $5. It's an almost 120-year-old piece of paper right there. How good will you look when you're 120? Alright, moving on. Next up. Oh, that one's going to Richard. Richard came in late for it. You got it, Richard. All right, next up. A 1951 through 71 series, 500 yen from Japan. Going for $2. And going to Richard. Congrats, sir. There's your reverse. Good old Mount Fuji. Anybody been paying attention to the news that they think that, I don't remember which mountain it is right off, but they think one of the American volcanoes is going to erupt? I think it's one in Alaska, if I remember right. Mount Rainier. Next up, yeah, they think it's about to blow. 1982 25 dinar from Iraq. This one's in an AU for $4. I always like these because of the horses. I just think that's an awesome design. Going to Kellen. Congrats, I don't know. Give me a sec. I'll let you guys know right now. Which American volcano is about to erupt? Mount Spur. Spurr. It's a volcano near Anchorage, Alaska. Right now, its warning label is extremely hazardous, and volcanologists think it could erupt within weeks or months. It is 75 miles west of Anchorage. And that update was as of yesterday afternoon. All right, next up. Yeah, if they start thinking it's too close, hopefully they have a plan in place to evacuate Anchorage if they think that it'll affect them. Next up is a 1914 20 marks from Germany. Going for $4. Actually, this one's a bit tattered on the edge. I'll do this one for $3. Anybody want this one for $3? A little tattered on the edges. Anybody? $19.14. It's not that big. That Russian 500 ruble banknote is huge. That's a huge note. That takes up a half a page protector. All right, moving on. Two of the 1923 10 mark. Going for $3. Tell you what, anybody wants both the Germanys, I'll do both of them. I'll do both of these for $4. Saves you $3. That makes them $2 each. Anybody? Man, even at $4, nobody wants them. All right, moving on. Nope, Richard's jumping in late for that deal. You got it, sir. All right, next up, it's another Germany. This one has two varieties. So they did a version of it with a 6-digit serial number and a version of it with an 8-digit. This is the 6-digit variety. This is a 1923 5 million mark. 6-digit serial going for $4. And this thing is still in really nice condition. I mean, at worst, it's got somebody's signature on it. But beyond that, at worst, this thing's still like an EF. Minimum. And Richard jumped in on that one first. Congrats, Richard. Beat Westside by a hair. You can have it? All right. Westside Richard is letting you have it, so it's going to Westside. Congrats to Westside. Westside, boom. It's an expensive one, grade worthy. Nothing wrong with that. And then the next one, and this is the last one from Germany for tonight. A 1923 10 million marks. So this is taking up the bottom third of a page protector. That's how long this note is. He's quite large. Nothing on the back. And going to Richard. Congrats, sir. All right, and then the last three banknotes of the night. Our 1918 10 kroners from Austria. 3 available at $5 each. 10,000 kroner. And Richard is taking all 3. You got it, sir. Working on your banknote collection tonight, I see. Is that a red stamp? It is. Those are the red seals. It's part of the bill. It's the seal on the bill. Yep. All right, next up, we actually have medallions tonight for those of you into the Exonumia. First one is sterling silver. 1973 Philadelphia American Revolution Bicentennial Medallion. 925 sterling silver proof decam going for $30. If I remember right, this is like 0.85 ounce of silver for the assayed silver weight. Let me check that up real quick. The 2 guys on the medallion are Samuel Adams and who's the other guy? Hang on. Samuel Adams and Patrick Henry. And there's your Philadelphia mint mark. Double checking the weight on it. All right, so it's 1.082 ounces total weight. So we got 1.082 times 0.925. I know it's 1 ounce. It's exactly 1 ounce. It is 1 ounce of silver. So, hey, this thing's going for under melt. Considering melt right now. Come on. Load. Yeah, melt right now is $34.12. Going to Thomas. Congrats, sir. You just got an ounce of silver for $4.12 under melt. Nothing wrong with that. You are very welcome. All right. And then from the same series of medallions, the 1974 bronze Samuel Adams. And this one's going for $4. You should get the bronze one too, Thomas, so you have the set. But we have the silver one and the bronze one. Then you can display them together. Oops. Give me the whole thing. Thank you. All right, moving on. All right, next up is we have one of the San Francisco Mint bronze medallions. Going for $4. Anybody? So it does say on the medallion 1874 to 1937. I don't know if that's when the medallion was made. I suppose it's possible. That mint's been around for a while. It's got a cool map of the U.S. with the eagle. It's a very cool medallion. All right, moving on. Next up, so this one you can only get in the secondary market or if you happen to take a tour of the White House. This is the White House Presidential Seal Medallion. There's Alaska and Hawaii on it. They're not on there. It's just the continental U.S. Granted, if this medallion was made in 1937, when did they become states? See, Hawaii was 1959, so it wouldn't have been a state yet. And same with Alaska, 1959. So yeah, they weren't states when that medallion was made. So they wouldn't be on there. It was still just 48 states when that medallion was made. All right, moving on. to the Ho Memorial Hospital Lord's Prayer Medallion. Going for $4. That's the grant me the serenity and wisdom and all that fun stuff. All right, moving on. Next up is a 1776 Continental Currency Medallion. It's got the Fujio design, the old chain scent. The original one was brown. I didn't actually know that. All right, moving on. Next up is a Golden Statement quarter-ounce pure copper round. With the, it's got the Indian, I think that's the Indian gold piece design. It's kind of hard to see on this camera. Let me put it under the scope. So it's got that eagle design on the reverse. Quarter ounce pure copper. And then has the Indian head design on the obverse. 1929. That's Crazy Horse. Alright, moving on. Alright, next one. This one is always cool. And I've honestly always thought there should be a rule against these things even getting out into the public. But there's a big collection for them for when they do. This is the 130th Engineer Brigade Command Coin of Excellence Medallion. So these are given to enlisted soldiers. And the reason why they're called command coins is because, say, like, if your CO ever shows up and decides to say, show me your coin, you have to be able to pull it out and show it right away. Well, this one is going for $10. Alright, moving on. I honestly thought somebody would grab that one. Next up is William H. Taft High Relief Presidential Commemorative Medallion. And I mean, that's casting a shadow. That tells you how tall that is standing off the coin. Or off the medallion. I think this is pewter, but I'm not sure. But it looks and feels like pewter. All right, moving on. And the last medallion for tonight is from across the pond. It's actually from Sweden. This is a Falun 350 AR Sweden train ride medallion. So the Falun 350 AR is a train in Sweden. And I wasn't clear on if you like got this as just like a souvenir for writing it, or if like this was like the thing you had to hand them to write it. What information I was able to find on it, most of it was in Swedish, so. But a cool item nonetheless, from the land of Sweden. All right, moving on. If anybody decides you want any of those medallions, let me know. If anybody wants a bundle on them to help out with getting another sellout, let me know. I could probably do a bundle deal for those for you guys. That rubber band just died. I need a new rubber band. Heaviest man to be U.S. president, over 300 pounds. Dang. That was a big dude. All right. As I said, the oddity lot did go in pre-sale, so we are now on to some non-silver world coins before getting into the silvers. First one is the 1990 $5 Marshall Islands. This is the Battle of Britain commemorative proof. Let's focus that better. There we go. That's better. Anybody, $4. All right, moving on to the $2,005 attack on Pearl Harbor. This one is from Liberia and is BU for $4. Hey, Bo. If anybody wants both of these, I'll do both of these for $6. So you get the Liberia, Pearl Harbor, and you get the Marshall Island Battle of Britain. No, we just got done with the medallions. All the banknotes went in pre-sale. Or all the banknotes sold, rather. Medallions, the only one that sold was the silver one. All the rest of them are still available. And then these are the first 2 actual coins. So anybody, $4 each or $6 for the pair. Cool coins for anybody who likes to have the old World War II planes on coins. But alright, moving on. Next up is the 1971 bot 6th Asian Games commemorative from Thailand. It is BU and $2. Sixth Asian Games, ever onward, Bangkok. Anybody? All right, moving on. Next up is the 1967 1 cent Canada. This is the Centennial coin with the rock pigeon on the back. And it is a proof going for $2. Hey, Moose Ox. And going to Bo. Congrats, Bo. All right, next one up, we have 2 available. These are 1965, 5 cents from Canada. They are both proofs and $2 each. 1965, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, was the year that Canada started doing proofs. The first proof sets for Canada were released in 1965. One going to West Side. And one going to Bo. Congrats and congrats. You're Canadian, you didn't know that? Yeah. Yeah, you guys didn't start putting out proof sets until 1965. Wasn't far behind America. America, I think the first proof sets for America were like 56 or something like that. We had proof coins, but they didn't like offer them as sets until then, if I remember right. Let me double check that. I don't want to give you guys wrong information on the American side. Let's see. When did America release the first proof coin set? A little earlier. All right, 1936 was the first proof sets for America. All right, next up, kind of a little mini bundle. Well, it's 2 coins. They're both from 1977 Netherlands. It is the 25-cent BU proof like. And the 1 gulden BU proof like. $3 for the pair. Yeah, Richard has a couple of those in his shop that are still in the original thing, and those things are like $2,000 a piece. Anybody? Only $1.50 a coin, guys, for BU proof likes. Frosty face. Especially that one. Yeah, they are up there. Those are the kind of sets that they're worth far, far more just leaving them sealed as a set. All right, moving on. Whereas modern sets are worth more broken up. All right, and then last of these types of lots, because all of the Copex went in pre-sale just before the stream started. This one is a little 3-coin set from the Bahamas. It's the 1973 5, 10, and 25-cent proofs. So only 30,000 of each of these coins were minted. Or 35,000. Sorry, I typoed on the list. It's 35K of each. This bundle's going for $6. So that's 3 coins for you that only had 35,000 mintage. And you're getting them for only $2 each. Anybody? And yet, for some reason, they still kept putting the Queen's face on the coins. Same with Canada. Canada still does. All right, moving on. All right, if anybody decides you want any of those non-silver world coins, let me know. We are now moving on to the Silva. Silva. Starting off tonight with Mexico. And kicking off Mexico tonight is the 1937 50 centavos. 72% silver and fine, going for $10. But aren't you guys still technically like your own country now, though? Like you're not like beholden to their laws and stuff anymore? I could be wrong on that. What side is bending the Netherlands non-silver set? You got it, what side? Pull that back out. Netherlands. For west side. Indeed it is. Same here. I'm surprised it didn't actually. I'm actually surprised this one didn't go on pre-sale. But all right, moving on. Next up is 1951 peso. 30% silver AU, going for $8. That's about as good as I'm going to get it. This thing looks way better in hand. It's being weird on the camera. Whatever. Okay. All right, moving on. All right, next one up, we have 3 of these available. 2 are just standard BUs. One's a BU toned. Is what I meant, Mark. What are you looking at? You looking at something on the peso? Hang on. If you're talking about that, yeah, that's the MO mint mark. Mexico mint mark. Yeah, it's mint mark is right there under the date. Nope, no Doug and Dandy so far. They probably... We've already had some people coming in late because of the daylight savings time messed them up. It's all good. They'll get all caught back up by next week. All right, back to what I was doing. All right, so we got 3 of these available. All 3 of them are BUs, but one is just a BU that's toned. So these are 1947 5 pesos. These are the giant 90 percenters. So there's number 1. These are some big silver coins. Here is number 2. And here's the toned one. So these are going for 45 bucks each. Anybody? Just in case, if anybody wants all three of them, I'll give you a discount for all three. Man, nobody. Say it again. I said if anybody wants all three, I'll do a discount. I'll do all three for 120. It's 15 bucks off. It makes them 40 bucks each instead of 45. And Richard's taking that deal. Tinoteklan. I want to go there someday. I want to go see some of the old Mayan ruins. That'd be awesome. Alrighty, and the last one from Mexico, also a 90% silver coin, and this one is a commemorative. This is actually the first time I've seen one of these, believe it or not. I've never had one of these before. This is the 1960 10 peso 150th anniversary of independence. 90% silver, BU, 35 bucks. 0.8359 ounce assayed silver weight in this coin. First one I've ever had to offer to you guys. And look at that stash. That is a mighty stash. And going to Thomas. Congrats, Thomas. Zapata. All right. Anybody wants to decide you want those other two Mexico Silvas, let me know. All right, next up, we've got one coin from Austria tonight, and it is a beauty. Right after I cough. This is the 1965 5 shillings from Austria. 64% silver, BU toned. NGC list on this coin is $46. I am doing it for $25. You'll bin the other two Mexicos if you can pay next week. Yeah, that's not a problem. Were you, Kellen, were you paying for the banknote next week too, or just the two Mexico coins? Okay. Back to what we're doing. So I'm doing this one for 25 bucks. It lists for 46. So I'm doing this one for... No, it's fine. I can do it however you want it. So this one's going out for just a little bit over half of list. Half of list would be 23. All right, moving on. I could look it up real quick if you really want to know that bad. Give me one sec. Where'd it go? So 1965. 5. Get on home row. There we go. Schilling. Austria. It's a Lipizzano stallion, and the writer on it is from the Spanish court writing school. So it's basically just a writing student. All right, next up, Israel. All right, the 1972 went in pre-sale for the 5 lira. So we are kicking off with the 1973. That sounds anticlimactic. So this one is a low mintage coin. So a bit of a rarity going on here. 1973, 5 lira. 50% silver AU. 94,686 was the mintage number on this coin. Going for 16 bucks. Anybody. And as always, figure probably 80% of these things have been melted down by now. So you're looking at potentially maybe 20,000 of these things left out there. There's Doug. Going to Doug. Gratzer. Doug also was the proud owner of the 72. He picked it up in pre-sale. Oh, next up is 1967 10 lira. This is the Wailing Wall design. 90% silver BU. 234.4K minted. Over 35 bucks. So let me check melt on this thing real quick. We already had a silver round that went out for below melt. Or a silver medallion. Current melt value on this is $25.44. That's just the melt value. It's 3/4 of an ounce of silver weight in this coin. moving on. All right, next up, this is another first. I've never had one of these before. Very low mintage on these. 47,509 of these were minted. 1970, 10 liret. 22nd anniversary of Israel as a nation. Commemorative coin, 90% silver, BU. 35 bucks. I'm not even sure if that's upright or if that's upright. I don't know which direction this coin goes, to be honest. But there's the reverse. All right, moving on. All right, and then probably the rarest coin on the list tonight. The 1972 10 liret. Only 14,944 of these were minted. It is BU and 35 bucks. And just in case, if anybody wants all three of these, I'll do a bundle deal on all three of these for 90 bucks. So it saves you 15 bucks if you get all three. It makes them 30 bucks each. Which at least for these two, at 30 bucks each, if you do the bundle deal, that's only, what, $4 and change over melt each. That's a good deal. Somebody better jump on that. Tin Lear was in Goldemir, was Prime Minister of Israel, best Prime Minister Israel ever had. Cool. Wow, nobody's taking that. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got one coin from Canada. One lonely little coin. So there are three different varieties of this one. This particular one is the 1947 no mint mark with maple leaf. 25 cent, 80% silver AU for 8 bucks. So what you're looking at for the three varieties is by the date. You're looking at with maple leaf, which is what this one is. Without maple leaf, and it would be a dot. And then one without a mint mark. Those are the three varieties. So this one is the no mint mark with maple leaf, and it's going to Thomas. Congrats, sir. All right, next up, got a couple of coins from Sweden. Very rare. Anything with a maple leaf is a rare coin. For the most part, yeah, most of the coins from Canada, that if it's got a maple leaf on it, it's just worth more. All right, first one is a 1966 1 kroner. 40% silver BU going for 12 bucks. Well, obviously. That's different. Those are bullion. All right, moving on to the 1955 5 kroner. AU for 14 bucks. Anybody? All right, moving on. A very underappreciated country for coinage. All right, next up we got one coin from India. Bit of an oldie. It is a 1919 1 rupee. 91.7% silver and fine for 16 bucks. King George the Older. Oop, upside down. Anybody? $106-year-old coin right there. Going to Kellen. You got it, sir. Get over here. Oh, I forgot to pull out your card. Which means I forgot to pull out the other ones. Give me one sec. I gotta get his stuff all put together real quick. Kellen. There we go. Boink. There's that one. And then I had to pull out those other two Mexicos again. Mexicos. Where are you? There they are. Ugh. There we go. And then almost done. Give me one more second. Did I? Yes, I did. All right, I know. All right, next up is Bahamas. First one from Bahamas. So these are all 1966s. All three of these coins are 1966s. First one is the 50 cent. 80% silver, extremely fine, 701,000 minted. Going for 12 bucks. And then there's the $1. 80% silver BU, 406,000 minted. That one's 22 bucks. And then the $2 925 sterling silver BU, 104,000 minted at 40 bucks. All from 1966. If anybody wants all three, I can do it for... I can knock $8 off of it, so that would be, what, 40, 62, 74. Okay, come on, math. What did I say? 6, 8, yeah. 40, 62, 74. So $66 for all three. So it'll be $8 off if you get all three. So anybody interested in one of these individually or all three for $66? Beautiful silver, low mintage. It's everything you want in a coin, right? Man, tough crowd tonight. All right, moving on. Next up, we have one coin from Spain. And it is the 1966 100 pesetas. 80% silver, extremely fine, and going for 20 bucks. So if anybody wondering why there's another 66 in parentheses, I will show you real quick. You have to keep an eye on this with coins from Spain. Any coins you get from Spain, you have to keep an eye on this. See the two stars? How it says 1966? Alright, 1966 is the date that they minted a whole bunch of coins. And then the date in the star is the date that this particular coin was released into the public for circulation. So you always have to keep an eye out on what is in the star for the ones that have them. The ones that don't have it just means that that date is the date. But you got to keep an eye on those. So if you didn't know that about Spanish coins, now you do. Make a note of it. But all right, we are moving on. All right, next up, a couple of coins from Germany. This is one of them I am actually amazed did not go in pre-sale. I did not think this was going to make it to the stream. Hey, Dandy Dave. This is an 1876B, 2-mark Germany. 90% silver, VG, dark toned for 18 bucks. And going to Richard. Congrats, Richard. And like I said, it baffled me that even made it to the stream. All right. And we got one more from Germany. It's also a dark tone. 1935A, 5 marks. Hindenburg issue, 90% silver in fine, dark toned. Going to Richard for 15 bucks. Grats and grats. And luckily our showcase coin is still actually available right now. So you guys will all get to see it. Next up, 1932 quarter Balboa from Panama. 90% silver, extremely fine, 126,000 minted. List on this coin is 50 bucks. Doing it for 25. Panama is a very popular country for world coin collectors. Especially the 1 Balboa coins. I think the 1 Balboas and the 20 Balboas are the two most popular. And then the little what is it? The 2 centime, the one that's called the pill. That tiny little coin. Which I believe was only done for 1 year, if I remember right. I think that was a 1-year thing. At least for the silver version. I think there were a few other years that did a nickel version of it. All right, moving on. All right, next up, Uruguay. The 20 centésimos went in pre-sale. But the 1942 1 peso is still available. We rarely ever get Uruguay silver coins. So it's pretty cool that we got a couple. 1942 1 peso, Uruguay. 72% silver, fine, 10 bucks. And it's got a puma on the back. That's just a cool coin. I get the 20 Balboas from time to time. And then usually Bo buys them. And then sends them in for grading. Bo, how many graded 20 Balboas do you have at this point? Like 30? All right, moving on. Next up, one coin from Peru. It is a 1924 1 sol. 50% silver in fine. 96,000 minted. Going for 18 bucks. These are cool coins. I want to do a collection of these at some point. I really like these coins. I'm always keeping an eye out for them because I know you guys like them. They're just rare to come by. Yeah, that's fine, Kellen. I can do that. All right, Uruguay to Kellen. Just make sure, Kellen, that you're keeping track so you don't like overextend yourself for next week. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got one coin from Venezuela. It is a 1962 Bolivar, 83.5% silver VF. It does have some damage on the reverse or on the obverse, which is why it's only $10. Anybody on that one? I'll show you a closer view of it. So it's got some scratches on his face there. All right, so the stats on this coin, just so you have an idea. The melt value on this coin alone is $9.10. So it's, because it's got the scratches on it, I have it at 90 cents over melt. So pretty much you're just buying this as a piece of silver. Anybody? Piece of silver for 90 cents over melt. If silver goes up even a couple of bucks, you're going to have gotten this for under melt by that point. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we do have a few coins from Britain, including our showcase coin is from Britain. Might as well stay on the scope. First couple are small. All right, first one is an oldie. 1881, 3 pence. 925 sterling silver in good, going for $8. Lady Victoria. Anybody? Driving at monsoon, but be careful. I'm actually surprised nobody's grabbing that one. All right, moving on. Hey, get on there. Next up, 1942, 3 pence. BU toned. NGC list on this coin is $45. I'm doing it for 25. Anybody? All right, moving on. All right, now we can go back to overhead. Oops. Just select one, not two. All right, next up. 1922 half crown. 50% silver in good. Going for $12. It's also got some of that antique toning going on. All right, moving on. Did I ever sell that super nice 42 or 43 Britain? Yeah, I would need way more information than that. Next up, 1928. Because that could be describing 100 different coins I've had before. This is 1928 half crown VG, also $12. Are you talking about that half crown? I think I had a really nice half crown. Is that what you're talking about? All right, moving on to the 1946 half crown. This was the final year of the silver half crowns for Britain. It's a VF for 14. Let me look real quick. I think that I have a feeling that's the one you were talking about. Let me peek real quick. I'm not sure if it's still here or not. Yep, it is. I do still have it. I'm almost positive I found the one you're talking about. All right, moving on. West Side, I believe this is the one that you were referring to. 1944 half crown BU. Is that it? Is that the one you were thinking of? $60. Price tag on that one is $60. And that's a firm price on that one. I cannot lower that one at all. BU half crowns are too rare. Oh yeah, this thing is definitely grade worthy. If anybody else wants it, this is the one that was being referred to. Cool. All right, going to Richard. I gotta add that to the bottom of the list real quick. Give me a sec. It's 1944 half crown. Britain. 50% silver. BU. $60 to Richard. What was the code on it? All right. Alrighty. Let me put that book away real quick. I think it was the only BU one that we really ever had. I don't remember. Oh no, I've also got a 1943 BU for $40. There was also this one, Westside, 1943 BU for $40. This one might have actually been the one you're thinking about because this one's got a little bit of toning on it. It's got some of that gold patina starting, which seems more up your alley. So, yep, $40. 40. All right, cool. I gotta add that one to the list real quick. Give me a sec. All right, now that we're done with all that, who's ready to see the showcase coin for tonight? There's a code on it. Who wants to see tonight's showcase coin? After I put the book away. Me. All right, tonight's showcase coin. These things are rare, guys. 1890 double florin. 925 Sterling silver, extremely fine. 782,000 minute. It's going for $120. And going to Richard. Congrats, sir. These things are awesome coins. So the 3 of these that I have showing up tomorrow, that's the one I was referring to. I have 3 of these arriving tomorrow. I'm going to have to see them in person to confirm what grades they are, but give me one sec. It is the 1887, 88, and 89 that are arriving tomorrow. So those will probably be in next week's sale, guys. Just to give you a heads up. What is this on? What is what on? The one that just sold was 1890. All right, next up is a USA Philippine coins. The one that just sold was a VF, or a EF, rather. I don't know for sure the grades of the ones that are showing up tomorrow because I have to see them in hand first to confirm it. So it's a 1944 S 50 Centavo USA Philippines 75% silver in VF for $10. Here's another thing. I was surprised that week we had all of the 1 pesos. Like, none of them sold. The USA Philippine 1 pesos. Nobody got them. That surprised me. Normally I can't keep those things in. On the double florin? Are you sure you're not looking at the regular florin, not the double? Switching over to browser Sheen real quick. Great Britain double florin, 1890, mintage 782,000. So I think you might be looking at the regular florin, Richard. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got some Silva Peruvs. Yeah, definitely. Let me know what you get on it. All right, these are the state quarters, the 2008s. So we got Hawaii, Arizona, Alaska, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. So these are $12 each. I'm gonna give you guys the old really good deal that I used to be able to do all the time. Just because you guys have been awesome lately, I'm gonna give you the really good. Or $45 for the year. If you get the whole year, it drops them to $9 each. Which is my break-even point on these. So there's the Hawaii. Again, these are 90% silver proofs. Arizona, my home state. Alaska. New Mexico. And Oklahoma. Anybody on the year? Or anybody want one of the individual coins? Anybody? Going to Adam Jam, Gratzer. All right. And then we got 1 year of the America the Beautifuls. Great Sand Dunes. Everglades. Arches. Shenandoah. And Great Smoky Mountains. And I'm going to give you guys a really good deal on this one, too. Or $50 for the year. That's $20 off if you get the year. Makes them $10 each. I don't know if it's that one specifically, but I know one of the arches in that national park, like one of the really popular ones, collapsed. Anybody? $14 a piece or $50 for the year. Normally I do $60 for the year, so you're getting an even better deal. Because y'all been awesome. I did not know that. All right, moving on. Two more lots, and then we are into the recap. All right, next up, 1887 Morgan Dollar. 90% silver BU tone, $70. Wow. Have a good night, man. I'll get your invoice out soon. Anybody? Yeah, that might be the only place you can do 3, but we're at the 4 corners. So you have one spot here where you can be in 4 different states at once. It's Arizona. Oh, my mind just went blank. I know Arizona, Wyoming, Colorado, and I think New Mexico. Yeah, Arizona, Utah. Sorry, not Wyoming. Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico. And there's actually a marker there to let you know which section is what state. All right. I'm actually surprised nobody grabbed that. Moving on. All right, last coin of the night. $1986 S. Ellis Island. A 90% silver commemorative proof dollar. I have this cheaper than normal. Normally I do 28 bucks on these. Tonight I've got it at 24. Take advantage. Actually, you know what? Just for one night only, just because I want to be nice. Oops. Tonight only, 20 bucks. If anybody wants this thing for 20 bucks, I will do it for 20 bucks tonight only. And Thomas is taking that deal. Congrats, sir. I mean, if you want to go there from the ISS, you can see all 50 states at once. And you can pay as a tourist to go to the ISS. It's just going to cost you like $3 million. Alrighty, recap. With the exception of the silver medallion, all the rest of the medallions are still available. Was anybody interested in seeing any of the medallions? All right, for the non-silver world coins, the 1990 $5 Marshall Islands Battle of Britain and 2005 Attack on Pearl Harbor Liberia, both proofs, are still available at $4 each. I did a deal on those. If anybody wanted both, I do both for $6. So those are still available, as is the Asian Games one bot 1970 Thailand BU for $2. Or $4. No, $2. I'll tell you what, if anybody wants all three of those coins, I'll do all three of them for $7. So it saves you $3 if you get all three. And Dandy Dave's taking that deal. I've never even been in the right state to be near the Appalachian Trail. I would totally do it if I ever had the chance. I love the great outdoors. That one, that one, that one. All right, and then the other lot from the non-silver that's still available is the 1973 5 cent, 10 cent, and 25 cent from Bahamas. 35,000 minted on each one of these, and the bundle is going for $6 if anybody wanted that one. Pearl Harbor? Yeah, one of them is Pearl Harbor. Did you want to see the ones you got? So if anybody wanted this set, it's still available for $6. Yeah, Dandy Dave, this is the 3 coins that you just got for that $7 deal. 1971 bot Thailand 6 Asian Games commemorative BU. The Battle of Britain 1990 Marshall Islands $5 proof coin. And the 2000 $5 attack on Pearl Harbor, Liberia BU. Those are the 3 coins that you just picked up, sir. Some awesome coins, for sure. If nobody would have bought them, I probably would have kept them all. All right, so nobody on the Bahamas? Alrighty, World Silver. The Austria BU coin, 1965 5 shilling Austria BU is still available. Did anybody want that one? Or want to see it again? All right, for Israel, the 1967 tin lira at Wailing Wall, 90% silver BU. Actually, I'm just going to link all 3 of these because this is going to be easier. That's a lot to read. For Israel, that one at 234,000 minted. That one at 47.5K minted, and the super rare one at 14,944 minted are all still available, and I did a deal on those. If anybody wanted all 3, I do it for $90, which saves you $15. $1932 Balboa. Hang on, I gotta find it. Is still available, Dandy Dave. It's $25. Yeah. Right there, 1932 quarter Balboa, 90% silver, extremely fine, 126,000 minted. NGC list is $50. I'm doing it for 25. Hey, Aaron. You got it, sir. All right, last call on the Israel. Did anybody want any of the Israel coins that were left? For $35 a piece or for the deal? It's an awesome deal on those coins, guys. Look at those mintages. That last one is less than 15,000 of those were made. And that's part of that deal. All right. And then, where did I leave off? Both the Sweden coins are still available. The India rupee is still available. That's from 1919. All 3 of the Bahamas coins, that's the 1966's 50-cent dollar and $2 are still available. I also did a bundle deal on those if anybody wanted to do the bundle deal. And the 1966 100 Pesada Spain. So out of those that I just read off, does anybody want to see any of those? Oh yeah, Kellen got the rupee, so the rupee is not available, sorry. Rupee is gone. That one sold, Andy Dave. I accidentally read it, but it is actually gone. Any room on the Peruvian one soul? I mean, I could go $17 on it instead of $18. That'd be the best I could do, is $1 off. It's already well below list, dude. It's already a steal even at the 18. So let me look that up real quick. So yeah, the melt alone on this coin is $13.64. So as it is, you're getting it for less than $4 over melt. And then for being a fine, yeah, that's a really good deal. All right, going to Fino for 17 on the best offer I could do. All right, and then the other coins that are still available of World Silver is the 2 Bolivar Venezuela, which is 90 cents over melt. And then all the Britons, except for the double florin is gone. So anybody on anything else on the World Silver? All right, and then for U.S. coinage, the 1944 50 centavo USA Philippines, the 2014 silver-proof quarter set, and the Morgan dollar. So anybody else on anything else? Last call. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here again. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming out. In the next day or two, I'm going to be doing the Montly Loots giveaway for last month's buyers. Unfortunately, not a sellout tonight, but we did have a sellout last week, so we have $200 in the pot so far for March for sellout giveaway. So if we get any more sellouts this month, then that'll add more money to it. But as always, give me a bit to get the invoices together and sent out. And everybody have a great night. I will see you in a couple of days for the giveaway.